Did you see this as a double bottom? And here's the neckline, and this is the breakout. But I actually viewed it in another way previously. The price action trading and also the Wyckoff analysis, together with the volume spread analysis as well. But I find it very interesting because both analyses actually projected the same target. So with the double bottom pattern trading target projection and also the point figure calculation from the Wyckoff analysis, I do get a very similar projected target. So I would just like to share it with you during the later part of the video in the current market outlook section. Hi, my name is Ming Jong, and welcome to another episode of the daily market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures for the session of 16th of November. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the market recap from the last session and also trade reviews, or I should say potential trade reviews from the last session in the 3 minutes time frame. And also going forward, I will be sharing my trading plan together with the levels that I'm watching and also with the current market outlook in the later part of the video. Alright, so let's just get started now. Let me first go back to the daily time frame and let's start from there. So as we can see in this daily chart, so one thing that stands out to me is obviously today's breakout. But last Friday, last session, we have seen a bullish day, and that comes with relatively low volume. So overall, since the rejection happened last week, we have seen the supply has been decreasing throughout, and definitely there is no continuation to the downside with the immediate support level near somewhere around 3510 or 3500. So it didn't really break the immediate support level, and in fact it just kind of testing the immediate resistance level right there, and we see the breakout happen in this morning. So let me just get back to the hourly time frame and let's see if we can extract a lot more detail from there. So first thing, during the Globex session from the last session, the majority of the movement happened there. You can see this great rally happened during the Asian time zone, followed by a shallow type of the consolidation or the pullback, forming a flag. And subsequently during the US session, which is about 10:30 p.m. at my time zone, we see the continuation to the upside. So that's a really bullish session because throughout the whole day during the Asian session, we have push up and then consolidation during the London European session, and followed by a continuation to the upside. And it just kind of stopped near the immediate resistance level at 35.87. So you can see that this last hour candle actually touch it, have a bit of the rejection and close in the middle. So very bullish. And eventually this morning we have a breakout followed by tight consolidation at the moment. Yeah, so let me first get down to the 3 minutes time frame and let's see if we have any trades for me to review there. Last Friday or last session, I did not have any trades, but I do see possible trades happen. First of all, definitely something that I missed out during my time zone, the Asian time zone, somewhere around 11 a.m. in the morning. Here is the context. So that's the previous US session with active volume, and subsequently we have a push up in the last few minutes, and during the Asian session we have a test. So here is the reaction and a test of the previous support level, the swing low support level near 3510. So I guess that could be one of the trade, but definitely I did not see it, totally miss it. You can see that during this Asian time zone we have this reaction, and that reaction actually tested the support level near 3510 and followed by this greater subwave. So that suggested something has been changing. So that's the greater subwave followed by a test. So subsequently, I guess this kind of the pullback followed by a reversal could be a nice entry. Otherwise, this sort of the breakout and then pullback followed by a continuation type of a trade can be done as well. But definitely got no trade out from the Asian session. And during this US session, also I got no trade, but I do see possible trade entries, and based on the breakout, here's the context. Let me zoom out a little bit here. So you can see that during the global period, we have this kind of the rally, and then followed by a consolidation during the European London session. And in the US session, we have seen a bit of the consolidation or a bit of the test of the previous swing low. So here's the test, we have another test here, and eventually settle with a higher low. But because it doesn't really near any levels that I'm watching, so I don't think that it will be a good trade, at least for me. Subsequently, you can see probably a structure right here, rounding bottom, and maybe a cup and handle. So here's a handle. So whichever pattern that you see, I think that's the resistance level. That's pretty much a trading range there. So we're pretty much fluctuating within the range. And eventually, that's the first breakout. So the first breakout always attracts supply. So you can see that this comes with an increasing of the supply, and then followed by a pullback back into the range. So that actually could present an opportunity with this kind of the reversal trade, probably somewhere around there. Otherwise, that could be another breakout trade to trade the second type of the breakout, and eventually, depending how you manage your trade, you probably can catch this up move. So I see this kind of the setup, which could be very profitable. Okay, so that's the trade review that I have, but definitely nothing happened to me. Didn't have any trade for last session. So let me get back to the hourly time frame, and let's talk about the double bottom pattern versus the price action trading, because I just find it very interesting. Here is the double bottom, so you can see that's double bottom, and probably that's the neckline, and we see this breakout and currently have a consolidation. So if we want to trade this kind of the double bottom in the hourly time frame, probably I think it's very obvious. Once you break out, then probably can jump in. At least that's what a lot of the books has been describing. Or you can probably wait for another pullback and reversal. So here's the breakout, maybe you can have another pullback, tested the resistance turn support, and then reverse. So that could be another type of a trade. So in terms of the target, so I think for pattern trading, you can definitely use this 1-to-1, and that could probably project to the previous swing high near 3660, somewhere around there, the previous swing high level. So that's just based on the 1-to-1 ratio. So you can use this kind of the projection and then just project up. So that could be the immediate target, somewhere around 3660. So what I actually viewed it actually was based on the price action and also the volume as well. Or you can say this is a Wyckoff analysis. So first of all, let me give you a bit of the context. So in terms of this reaction down, definitely this is the change of character out from the previous uptrend, because this is the greatest down wave that we have compared to this, and the previous down wave. So this is the greatest down wave out from this uptrend, and that comes with a spike of the supply as well. And subsequently, you can see that it entered into a trading range. So they actually define a trading range. But another thing that's interesting is this kind of form as a shortening of the thrust, downward thrust. So you can see that the thrust to the downside is getting shorter. So in terms of this downswing, the down move is probably mimic as a falling wedge. So if you're just purely looking at the thrust, definitely is getting shorter, suggested that the down momentum is fading. So this down move got a loss of the down momentum. That actually suggests a rally up. So here comes a rally. So if we just look at this fractal or this downswing alone, so here is the downswing. This is probably the change of character out from this downswing, and they actually define this trading range alone. And throughout this trading range, so if we just view this as a trading range, and here's the uptrust action. So we have a temporary commitment above this immediate resistance level, and followed by another test. In terms of the volume, so we have a very volatile session. So here's the automatic rally, maybe the selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test, phase A. So this is a test of phase B, and this reaction down probably mimic as phase C with the localized increase of the supply, but that actually didn't really break the support level. You can see that it's still within the support level. So that could be the A, that could be B, and that could be C. However, phase C always needs to be confirmed by a sign of strength rally, which is currently unfolding. So I think that could be very interesting in terms of the volume signature with a localized increase, and in terms of the sign of strength rally. Right now it's currently breaking out, and that's the first confirmation because that's the best rally and we have ever seen out from this trading range. And currently we have this kind of the consolidation. It probably acted as a backup action. So it's still in progress at the moment, but I do see probably can just go back and test this level, either 35.87 or actually the last hour bar here. So that could form as some kind of the support. So we just need to wait until it fully unfold. So definitely in terms of the price action, and I think it's could mimic a sign of strength rally with this kind of the backup action, and ultimately after the successful test we should see a continuation to the upside to test at least the swing high level around 36.60. So just now I talked about the double bottom pattern, and in terms of the projection, that's pretty much probably around 36.60 as well, based on a 1-to-1 projection. And if we just quickly take a look at the point and figure, so let's see if we can get something useful out. Let me pull my calculator. So if we just calculate the projection, maybe let's just take this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So somewhere around 18 if I just project until this point, 18. So let me just quickly do a calculation. So 18 times 10.75, 193. Okay, I think it's kind of changed a bit. Anyway, so 193, if we just use probably around 35.10, project from the lowest point, or 35.05, doesn't really matter. So let's just see the estimate. So plus 35.10, and that will give us to about 3,700. So definitely there is a lot more courses built, and there's enough cost to project even above and beyond the swing high level 3,700. So if using the double bottom pattern, it probably project a 1-to-1 to around 3660. But if you want to use the Fibo to use some kind of the 1.3 or 1.6 projection, that could actually extend the projection target as well. But definitely I think that in terms of overall structure, so here is the uptrend and here is the change of character, we are probably still within this trading range alone. And even if we have some commitment above, if it's not ready, then we're likely to see a comeback and have another test. So pretty much it's still within a trading range. So I just find it quite interesting to just use price action trading and also the Wyckoff analysis, do some target projection and compare it with the pattern trading as well. So if we look at the slightly longer picture, so this is the immediate uptrend and followed by a change of character. So that could really define the trading range. So even though we have kind of projected upwards with maybe about 3700 target, so if it can't sustain or if it's not yet ready, then it probably will just come back, and maybe this is still within phase B. So if that's A, then that could be a phase B, and we're not yet enter into phase C and also a sign of strength rally. So there's just a different kind of the scenarios that we might want to pay attention to. Okay, so in terms of the trading plan for the later part of the session, I'm actually looking at this level that's based on the last hour bar. So that will be somewhere around based on 35.87 and all the way extend to maybe 35.60, 70. So that could be the immediate support level. So right after that, if we can see some kind of the test and rebound, I think that could form some good entry for long. I definitely see some continuation to the upside to at least test the immediate resistance level near 3660, either based on the pattern double bottom projection or either based on the point and figure calculation, or even can go to 3700. So before it can start to retrace or maybe form a backup. So we'll just need to see how it actually unfold. So overall, definitely is still bullish. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you'd like to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that showed up on the screen right now, and also subscribe to my channel and also my email list to get the weekly update for my stock watch list. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.